morning, my name is Emily. So today I would like you all to imagine your hopes and your dreams and goals that you have for yourself, whether they're short-term, like getting an A in this class, or long-term, like meeting your 75 grandkids one day. It doesn't really matter what they are, it's just what you want to achieve in your life. Now imagine that you are told you have 9 months to live. 9 months to make everything that you want come true. Most people would look at their goals and their short term they probably could handle. Getting an A in this class in 9 months, something you can do. Long term, probably everything that you hoped for would go away. You wouldn't think about, this is what I want to do in 20 years. You would say, I have to do it now, I have to get it done now. It's one way of looking at it. Going by, adapting what you want to do, changing it, and learning to live a new way for the next 9 months. Or you can do the riskier choice. Say, I don't care what they say, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to make my dream come true no matter what. Doesn't matter if I have this time limit on me. Doesn't matter that this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's what this story is about. This story is about my mom, the most amazing person in the entire world. She's been told multiple times that she has a life expectancy of months. And every single time she's gone, worked further and harder, and has beat it. I call this brave. I don't think it's risky. I don't think it's unrealistic. I think that this option, this idea, makes you work harder, makes you tougher, and it makes you stronger than all the other ones. And today, you will learn what it takes to make your goals happen no matter what. So, I'm going to tell you about her illness, which is called mixed connective tissue disease, what she did to fight back against what was expected of her, and how it impacted me in my life. When my mom was 20, she was in Michigan at Calvin College. She started developing symptoms that her father had when he was alive. He had a disease called lupus, which is an autoimmune disease that impacts your major tissues. She at first didn't believe it. She thought, no, I don't really have it. I don't have to worry about it. He died when he was 70. I don't have to worry about it yet. But 3 years later, she was informed that she also had scleroderma, which is another tissue disease, except it starts constricting your blood vessels as it heads further along your limbs. So it causes your hands to turn blue, it causes all of your extremities to basically become numb, and you're dealing with chronic pain from the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep. So when she was 23, 1 year older than I am today, she was dealing with 2 fatal illnesses that will kill her eventually. But when she got this diagnosis, they told her you have 5 years. Based off of common statistics of other patients, you have 5 years to live. 5 years passed. She's still alive. She grew up, she had a family, she got married, and she lived her life. It wasn't until 2001 that her disease really impacted her life. She was painting a room in her wall, and she cut her finger on the paint lid. It was no more than 1 inch long and 1/4 centimeter thick, but it wouldn't heal. Her blood wouldn't clot because there was no oxygen or blood at the extremities. So she ended up having to amputate her finger just past the first knuckle. 2 weeks after that, when she was starting to heal, she developed double pneumonia. At this point, the doctors told us there was nothing that they could do, and we would just have to pray. They said 9 months. 9 months until you can never see your mom again. Get your affairs in order because you're not going to make it. When something like that happens to you, even when you're young, especially when it happens to your parents, you blame yourself. What could I have done to make her life easier? Could I have painted her room that she wouldn't have got the illness, she wouldn't have gone in the hospital? You start to look back on your life and the decisions that you've made instead of the person that it's happening to, because it's easier to judge yourself than it is them. That's when my mom came up to all of us and told us, you don't have to worry. I'm not going to listen to what they say. I'm not going to do it. I'm better than any kind of decision that they have on my life. And I'm the one that gets to choose how long I live, not them. she ended up living past that, and she's been alive for 11 years since that happened. So it just goes to show you that positive thinking and the willingness to never give up and to continue to fight for what you want can get you everywhere in life. She told me once that it was the hardest thing that she ever had to do, to look us in the eye and tell us that she's not going to give up. She told me that it would have been so much easier for her to just not try anymore, to say, I served my purpose in life and I'm done. But she hadn't, so she didn't want to stop. When it comes to my mom, you have to understand her illness and what it takes to survive it. You have to look at how hard she fought back not to become a stereotype of that illness or a statistic. And when I look back, I see that optimism and the willingness of positive thinking goes way further than any medical expectation. It doesn't only save your life, but it also helps you make your dreams come true. So, the next time you look at your life and you think, I can't do this, think about someone who has to work harder than you just to live to the next day. And then maybe you'll work that much harder to accomplish all of your goals in life. Thank you. If you have any questions, next week.